Well, with all this coronavirus stuff hitting us, Dreamworks decided to drop their latest theatrical venture on demand with Trolls World Tour, a sequel to a fairly cute little animated semi-jukebox musical that I got some nice enjoyment from. Now, with this film, I will admit I wasn't that hyped for. Hell, I mainly just wanted to see their cover of Daft Punk's One More Time. Sue me. I liked the first film just fine, but after watching this, I absolutely love it. It manages to hit just the right notes. Just as I started this movie, it managed to get in my good graces by starting off with One More Time, so I'll admit, it wasn't hard to love it. Honestly, I did think it was a bit ballsy to play what I thought would be their trump card so early, but the rest of the film is able to keep you hooked. The story revolves around the troll world facing a threat called Barb, queen of the rock trolls, wanting to take the 6 strings that represent different types of genre of music and control all the nations under rock. These genres include rock, funk, techno, classical, country, and pop. It's up to Poppy and Branch, who didn't know about all these other nations of trolls, to put a stop to this plan before they lose their kingdom's way of life. Now, you can pretty much tell from the trailers what the big lesson will be, with it being about having differences and unity and all that mushy stuff, but this movie manages to have some curveballs under its sleeve. You got some form of commentary about the music industry that I honestly wasn't expecting to see at all. It's handled in a way that puts a bit of reality into this otherwise fantasy film. The music acts as the biggest highlight to this movie. Like the first film, it has covers of popular songs and puts a nice spin to them. There are some nice groove shakers in there that you can't help but move to. But there are also some original songs in the mix that manages to work well with what the movie wants. It even throws in other genres of music like reggaeton and K-pop, which makes sense and has a fun little vibe to them. Hell, it threw in smooth jazz just to give us a drug trip that was freaking hilarious. When I say I'm not a country fan, I mean it, but damn if I wasn't feeling Kelly Clarkson's song. Though I think for me, my favorite would be Anderson .Paak's song. This movie got good musical talent and they shine big time. These colorful characters needed a colorful cast and they found one. Usually celebrity voices are just there for the name recognition, but they actually add something here with their musical abilities. The characterization is fun like before, Poppy being so sweet and peppy, Branch being more cautious and still sticks by his friends. They have fun chemistry to them that I enjoyed in the first film and I like how it's done here. This time with a bit of a twist, with Branch wanting to confess to Poppy. I will admit it doesn't amount to much here, but it's fine. It doesn't overstay its welcome or get tired. Queen Barb is fun with her rebellious rocker attitude and just about everyone is enjoyable. All the different side characters add some nice quirkiness to the film that I couldn't bring myself to hate. It's just a nice little charm to it. The humor has a strong sense of timing and utilizing visual gags. I found myself laughing a lot during this movie or just plain smiling because it would give me a bit of the warm fuzzies, even though it could get a bit harsh with some jokes, which I ain't complaining about. Speaking of fuzzy, the art style has that same yarn and cotton textures from before, and it helps give it that distinguished look from other 3D animated films. It's beautiful to look at with its warm and vibrant tones, but is also able to go a bit hard and cold for particular moments that create a feeling of dread. I couldn't really think of moments that angered me or were just particularly bad because I was able to just sit back and enjoy the ride the movie wanted to put me on. I'll be honest, there were parts in the trailers that actually didn't make it to the final film, which threw me off a bit, but the movie still excels without them. It's not like it really needed those scenes. Those were just kind of there to get you to be interested and want to buy a ticket, well, or in this case, actually buy the movie on demand, but it still excels without them. This is a film that fans of the original will enjoy and I think could garner some new ones as well. It's not reinventing the wheel, but it is a nice, fun, music-filled little romp that can definitely put a groove in you.